I first want to start this video off by saying I don't know this man, nor do I know his wife or their marriage on a personal level. For all the people who are going to tell me to mind my business, you mind yours and keep scrolling. Why are you here? And for anybody who's like, don't listen to her because she's just operating from a place of trauma, she's not an expert. I mean, I guess I'm not an expert. And yeah, I am operating from a place of trauma because I don't want women to be traumatized like I was. With that being said, I'm just going to talk about myself and my past marriage to my abusive ex-husband. My ex-husband used to say things like, I don't want you wearing certain things because I don't want other men looking at you. I don't want other men looking at what belongs to me. My ex-husband used to time with great precision when I would be home from work. And there was one day when I pulled over because the tires were a little bit wobbly, and he made me explain to him for hours why I got home 30 minutes late, when literally it was me being scared to drive on that tire, me pulling over to look at it, and combine that with the traffic of getting home, but whatever. There was a time when I worked at a jewelry store, and there was a guy that I was trying to recruit to work with us, and he got really upset and wanted to know why I was so excited about this guy getting hired, when in actuality I was excited because we were finally going to be staffed and I wouldn't have to work all the time, and he seemed like a great fit for the job. But he made me explain to him and reassure him over and over and over again that I wasn't looking at this guy in a romantic way. When I was pregnant with our son, and you have to get on those tables and get examined and everything, and my obstetrician, who was a man, helped me down off the table. And when he left the room, my then husband said, I don't like the way he helped you down from the table. There was nothing sexual about it. He literally just helped me down from the table by extending his arm to me so that I could keep my balance and not fall to my doom. My abusive ex-husband didn't want me hanging out with women who were single because he thought that they were going to be a bad influence on me. Because God forbid I see that a woman can survive on her own. My abusive ex-husband didn't know anything else about the Bible, but he knew the part where women are supposed to submit to their husbands. He totally left out the part where that's actually supposed to be reciprocal and you're supposed to submit to each other. But yeah, he knew that part. My abusive ex-husband didn't want me to work outside the home either, and I would often have to come home to being interrogated as to, did I come in contact with any male customers? Mind you, I worked in a mall. What were the interactions with each of those male customers like? Did I think any of them were attractive? And if I said yes, then that was a whole nother conversation. And if I said no, that was also a whole nother conversation because I was lying. Anyway, I could talk all day. But all of his control was always under the guise of caring about me. Caring about my safety and not wanting to be naive and stupid and fall for a guy other than him. Again, I don't know that man. However, I will say that a good man will not beat his chest and tell you who's in charge. There might be discussions that are had. Hey, I make enough money for the both of us. You don't have to work. And then you can go from there and make the decision of whether you want to continue in your career or not. Hopefully you make a wise financial decision and you have money saved up, or maybe you work a little side hustle or something and you're not all the way dependent on him, but he won't beat his chest and say, I've made a decision. This is what we're going to do. And he won't use God or his religion as this source that is unarguable. You can't say anything against God, and I'm the leader of the household, so what I say goes. I am concerned if the God you believe in seems to always consistently agree with you and what you want to do, but whatever. And since neither you or I know that couple personally, nor do neither one of us know their marriage, who's to say that this dynamic isn't working for them? She might be delusionally happy. He might be happy knowing he's in control. I don't know what the case is, whatever, I don't care. But for most people, that dynamic gets old really fast. It's the dynamic that the women who came before us followed, that they then warned us about later in life, and say things like, don't get married, just live by yourself, just live together, I'm never getting married again. But last I checked, y'all are supposed to be a team, working together, making decisions together. I didn't always think like this, but I think it's a huge red flag, any man who wants to be in charge and just wants me to follow his lead all the time. I think that's weird, and that would be a cause for concern to me. But do whatever you want. I'm nobody.